Hey guys, it's Melanie Hinds. Wow, I'm really cold. Where's a hot flash when you need it? Guys, my live stream was full of good things, so I hope you'll go watch it. I hope you'll subscribe and tap the bell. Here's your daily summary. I promised I'd load it around 12 so people at lunch could watch it. Comment down below if you're watching this while you're hard at work at lunch. My husband's still working hard. He's got 2 jobs. I have 2 businesses plus this channel. I hope you will consider subscribing, tapping the bell. I'll be live again at 5, but I wanted to get this done. So guys, these are the articles coming out of Iraq, according to my sources, who are always military. Some of them retired, some of them still active in various positions around the world. I'm trying to protect their identity, but we look at the truth and the facts coming out of Iraq through their articles. Now, are they going to say this? No. But can you piece things together by studying 17 to 31 articles every day for the last 3 years like I have? Yes. And especially with my financial background. I used to be an auditor with Pricewaterhouse, which is now PricewaterhouseCoopers, still one of the most reigning #1 accounting firms in the world. Ernst & Young, of course, audited the government of Iraq. Oliver and Wyman audited the Central Bank of Iraq. Our U.S. Treasury was said to be over there, encompassing the 8th floor for a long time. Are they still there? I don't know. Mark Savaya is Trump's appointee to go over to Iraq. We don't know when he's going exactly. They're going to keep that under the cuff. They're going to keep everything quiet as possible, in my opinion, but we're still going to bring you the summary every day. So comment down below if you love this. Please subscribe, tap the bell. I love you. I live in a very cold climate right now. I've still got a shovel. So I wanted to get this done before I shovel because that'll give me some, and then I've got a 1 o'clock and then I'll be live again at 5. So join me 5 at live to answer any questions you might have about this summary. Okay. I'll be live for probably a couple hours tonight. So the first article that caught my eye, government advisor expects global oil prices to rise following events in Venezuela. Guys, in this article, I went through it in detail this morning. They talk about if we go to war, U.S. go to war in Venezuela. We're not in war at Venezuela. We just took the leader. We're prosecuting him because he was already indicted by a grand jury in New York City years ago. And nobody else could get him. We got him in a precise military strike. So yay to our military, the United States of America. If you love the military of the United States of America, my dad served in the Army. My brother has served career-wise in the Navy and then the Army. Guys, I love the military. If you love the military, comment down below. We're not going to war. We just did a targeted strike. We took out somebody that everybody else said they wanted to take out and couldn't. And then there was... in pictures, military academy parade on the anniversary of the founding of the Army in Iraq. It was they love their military too. That was posted today. I went through that. I did show you some pictures. They're very prideful about their military. 105 years is something to be celebrated. Then there was an Iraqi man that was kidnapped in Iran as abductors demanded a ransom with a picture of the man about to be so we're praying for that family. That's terrible. I hope they get him out, and we'll be watching that as we go. Because again, we share the news of what's coming out right out of Iraq. We focus on the articles because that's the truth as far as they're revealing it to us. Okay. Iraqi parliament gives blocs 10 days to form committee. That's part of their process, guys, of forming their new government. I'm not an expert in politics and government. I am an expert on finances and how governments run and how their money is handled, and it has to be legally in accordance with the laws. The banks are tied to the government. The banks are regulated by the government. So everybody's been audited in Iraq. Again, I told you the articles. Any company that wants to be on their stock exchange, have a very vibrant stock exchange. I've reported on that. Usually $3 to $7 million worth of business goes through their stock exchange every week in 4 trading cycles. Iraq is set for this to revalue. Now, then there was this article, weird, historic herbal to undergo digital documentation and restoration. If they're restoring all their historical figures to digital documentation, what do you think they've done in Iraq with this new digital banking system that has a targeted digital stablecoin called the dinar is on Forex handle Forex on Coinbase. You can find it, but I don't suggest you invest in it because it's a stablecoin. They're doing the same here in the US. Everything's going digital. Everything's going quantum. Iraq is already done. It's the height of the systems. So look no further than here if you want to know how they're marrying all those technologies together to create a whole new thing. And any articles that come in, I just noticed they're sending me stuff again. Again, I'll be live to give the new stuff tonight at 5 as they give me new stuff. I'm just so grateful. Thank you for all your support throughout the years, guys. We love you. We know that when you get back in the States, we'll see you. We'll see you, and we look forward to that time. Guys, we had a lot of fun on the live stream last night. Somebody sent me an email that I offended their wife who was watching, who's Filipino. Guys, no respect. It was out of fun because there are a lot of American men that are going. It's not just Filipino women, Mexican women, other women from other foreign countries. You know, there's guys that are going after the Arab women and bringing them to America. So then the women get citizenship and they get a woman who's much more, I don't know. So I'm sorry you got offended, right? Guys, it was all in fun. I was having margaritas and everybody was laughing. And if you can't take a joke, I apologize. Right? I don't mean any harm to anybody. I talked about the Catholic Church. I'm Catholic, right? There are born again Christians in the Catholic Church. You should stay in your church. I say a lot of things that probably could offend people. I'm just done, guys. I serve before God. Either forgive me or not. I don't care. Guys, I know God approves of me. That's why my channel's growing the way it is. So I just wanted to say that. I apologize. I also replied to your email and saying, please forgive me. If you can't forgive me, then how are we ever going to move forward? Right? I'm not perfect. I never said I was. So here's an article. The Iraqi Trade Bank announces that all its branches will be open during official holidays. But listen to this. The Trade Bank of Iraq announced on Tuesday, today, that all of its branches will be open during official holidays based on the directives of the central bank. The bank's media office stated in a statement that based on the directives of the Central Bank of Iraq, it has been decided to open all branches of the Trade Bank of Iraq to receive customers during the official holidays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It says working hours during this period will be limited to receiving and processing foreign transfers and pre-customs declarations only, and no other banking operations will be carried out besides these mentioned above. That is the foreign transfers and pre-custom declarations only. That has to do with the clampdown of foreign transfers, getting rid of the US dollar from the streets of Iraq because they're shutting down the speculators. They're always in the process of doing that. They made using the US dollar on the ground in Iraq illegal already. They've already done that. They want to get rid of these speculators in Iraq. They don't contribute to the economy, according to what Sudani said. So those kind of articles will come in. Thank you, Polar Bear Hugs, for sending that along because I included it in the summary today. Now we look at what everybody else is saying. This is a summary of everybody so you can get the best intel. Know I'm on it for you. Please subscribe, tap the bell. And if you're subscribed for more than a few days, you might be able to ask a question tonight at 5. So check in and see. It'll be fun, and I'm sure I'll probably offend somebody. I always do, it seems. I can't make everybody happy, and I really sincerely apologize to a subscriber if you got offended at our funny jokes last night. Whatever. I'm not a comedian, though, so anyways. So Frank26 says they're trying to get rid of a lack at the CBI. I haven't heard that. Has anybody else heard that? I didn't know that. Samson, globally, Iraq is moving among the top 4 countries with the largest oil reserves. Guys, Iraq has got a lot of oil, and I'm excited. Guest Guru said MSN video inside Iraq. How dangerous is it in 2026? Really? Evidently, there's some insider that's traveling around. They're always trying to get press. Everybody's trying to go viral these days. I'm not. I'm just trying to give you truth, facts, and optimism about what's going on in Iraq. Mark Z, we love Mark Z. This is what he said today. He had a question. It says, with Iraq, it seems that they are moving with no fanfare. Do you think they will just switch very quietly and we see it days later? Mark said that exactly what he believes and what I believe. They're not going to telegraph it to you. So Mark says that is exactly what I believe. It will appear like that to the rest of the world. They are going to try to keep this as quiet as they can. It will appear differently to us. We are more plugged in and banks will want us to come in so that they have liquidity during this crazy time. Banks are always looking for customers with money. So don't worry about it. You can find a bank. If you want my steps, you can order them. There's stuff everywhere that tell you how to order my steps. Ariel, the projected timeline for Iraq's international exchange rate deployment reportedly locked in at March 31st of this year. isn't just a date. It's a culmination of a seismic shift brewing beneath the surface. The Central Bank of Iraq has been quietly wielding together a framework to launch a redenominated dinar, shearing off the burdensome three zeros to breathe new life into an economy long shackled by cash-heavy chaos and oil dependency. This isn't some hopeful guesswork. It's a calculated strike fueled by exclusive information with banknote printing contracts and digital spine integrations racing towards completion. That, of course, was Ariel. I don't know who she is. Every once in a while she pops up. She could be getting you looking at March 31st, so you're not paying attention. But if you're here, a subscriber, I'm paying attention, so don't worry about it. I'm always paying attention. Samson says, article, the Iraqi Ministry of Foreign Affairs takes over the integrated United Nations complex in Baghdad. I don't know what that means. There's no more details here. Jeff, he's always, guest guru Jeff or whatever. He says, what are the top 5 pressing reasons for the dinar to revalue right now? His number 1 is budget period timing, everything evolving around that. His number 2 is tax reforms. The number 3 is the timing of the banking reforms. Number 4 is increasing trade and new trade system. Number 5, there's a tremendous digital transformation occurring right now. Transport markets and investor protection, attracting foreign investors. That's his top 5. What is yours? Comment down below. Give us what you think. I want to hear from you. Frank26, everything is ready. I don't know of anything that needs to be done. If I did, I'd tell you. Nothing makes sense without the exchange rate. Everything needs a new exchange rate. It's amazing how so much preparation has been set up for something that refuses to come out. It refuses to come out because of the Iranian influence. That's Frank's opinion. It is chaotic in Iran, but Iraq is insulated because of their new systems, their border systems, everything that's been reported. If you become a member of my zone, you'll know that the banking system is run by AI. And they have the most stable in the most crazy times. Who knows if all this chaos they've allowed start around them, it's not just a test of their new systems. Militiaman, the Ministry of Trade announced on January 4th advanced preparations for the Iraq's World Trade Organization membership. It includes legislative updates and bilateral negotiations with the 4th Working Party meeting expected soon. They don't tell you why. Why didn't they tell you? Why didn't they do it in the first quarter of 2025? Probably has an exchange rate orientation to it. I'm just saying. Claire, Salih said that the Central Bank of Iraq strongly rejects resorting to devaluing the dinar against the dollar to cover the budget deficit, stressing that the official price of the dollar will remain as it is at 1320 dinars. Guys, they protest too much. He said that back on November 24th. They repurposed that article around the 5th when they reported it, or the 4th, because I reported on it because they just threw it out there again. It was a repurposed article from November of 2024. It wasn't a new statement, but we knew everybody'd pick it up, right? Because there's believers and then there's doubters. What are you following? Are you a believer or a doubter? You can't be both. I look forward to seeing you on the live stream at 5. I'll answer all your questions. God bless.